Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
All right, we're back, and we're reminiscent off the air. That's pretty good for us.
So many tales
of Jed Pettit. Golly. He and Shirley up there on Kentucky Lake, living up there. Yeah, wow. Hey, let's talk to Ron Branaman over at Gaston's White River Resort on this July the 2nd. Get our monthly report from Ron. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning, Larry. How y'all doing today?
Well, we just had a severe thunderstorm roll through here about an hour ago, and then it's hard to believe get awakened in July by thunderstorms. But you still got some rain, hadn't you?
Well, it went through here yesterday morning and had pretty good wind with it and everything, and then it cleared out. And yesterday afternoon was just gorgeous. And they're only calling for about 20% here today, so it looks like it's going to be a pretty good morning.
Good. Okay. Well, I didn't know that we were supposed to have rain here. I want to ask you a little bit, and Ron has been at Gaston's since he migrated down from where? Where are you originally from?
Well, I originally came out of Central Illinois and came down here in the 6th grade and went to school at the big town of Flippin, Arkansas, where Ranger boats are made.
Yeah.
And I've been here at the resort for 40 years, still hanging tough.
40 years. He wanted to let us know he did get through the 6th grade. You know what I mean? Oh, 7th, okay.
3 longest years of his life.
Yeah, that's right.
I started here in the 7th grade.
Started here in the 7th grade. You wish, yeah. But, hey, let's talk a little bit about hot weather, cold water. The fishing in July. A lot of fish have asked me about that.
Fine. The fishing throughout the summer months can be as good as any other time. It's just a little bit hotter on the customer, but water temperature of the White River is 52 degrees year-round. It never changes coming out of the bottom of the dam. Now, what we've been having, we're still having pretty good water flow because the lakes are still high, but we're not at any kind of flood thing anymore. But they've been running anywhere from 4 to 5 units, sometimes 6 throughout the day. And, of course, that gives you a nice cool breeze coming off the river. They're still catching most of their fish, dragging live worms and power eggs. And we've seen some really good fish coming in on the stick baits, the countdown rapalas and the rogues, and fishing's been good. We got some guys dragging some streamers with their fly rods, catching some really nice browns. So fishing's good. The water's very consistent. They're running this water probably around the clock, 24/7, anywhere from 3 to 6 units.
Wow. Well, so what does that mean for a lot of our friends that want to fly fish up there?
I'm sorry, Larry?
What does that mean for a lot of our folks?
Well, it means it's going to be all drift fishing mostly, and it definitely helps to be out in a boat.
Okay.
And they are catching some fish on the San Juan worms and your egg patterns. But if they're trying to catch a brown, they're dragging these big streamers. They're big. These fly fishermen will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it's a good way to catch a big fish on a fly rod, that's for sure. But you can catch a lot of rainbows just dragging the San Juan worms. And last week we had a gentleman fly fishing. He was dragging a white jig, just a little beadhead jig, probably a 64th ounce, but he was weighting it down. And he caught a lot of just good rainbows doing that. So these guys that know what they're doing with this fly rod, they can definitely catch fish on this high water.
But you folks out there, if you've never been to Gaston's, I'm still recommending you get that guide. Get the experience of the guide. You'll say, "Well, I don't want to." Yes, you need that. If you're a first timer, second timer, or even 100th timer like me, the guide adds so much to the experience, right, Ron?
Yeah, definitely, and they don't waste a lot of time. They'll put you where the fish are. There's, of course, the White's a big river, and there's a lot of places that just don't hold fish, so you don't waste a lot of time trying to find the fish. The guide knows where those fish are at. He's out there all the time. Plus, like you said, the guide running that motor, if you're trying to fish and run the motor at the same time, it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
You got to stay alert, make sure you're not drifting up toward a dock or into a tree or something. Because if this water running this fast, you hit something and the water's going 10 or 12 mile an hour, you got problems.
Is this typical July with this much water? Or is this is not really like
With the lake being high, it's probably a little more water than we usually have. But, throughout the summer months, July, August, September probably, when it's hot, their power demand does go up. So it's not real unusual to have 4 or 5 units throughout the summer months because of power demand during the hot weather.
And I'm telling you, folks, if you've the experience is that early morning when there's no wind and the fog rolls in, and it's 52 degrees when you get in the boat, and you'll say, "Oh man, I'm tough." No, I've seen people wrapped up, going down.
You better have a jacket on the White River in the morning any day of the year.
Yeah, and you could get all your equipment right there. Let me ask you again about and a lot of folks say, "Well, I want to experience the restaurant, and I'm gonna, I don't know, Chef Rick has put so much into that. You're still having your Sunday brunch, I'm assuming?
Still having Sunday brunch 10 to 2, and we have a lot of folks fly in from your part of the world just for Sunday brunch, so it's very popular. And, of course, the airstrip's in great shape, 3,200 feet. And if they got too big a plane, we can pick them up at one of the local airports. They're only 10 miles away, so we can be there in about 15 minutes. It's not a big problem. Rick is still doing a great job. He's the real deal.
Yes,
anybody that can carve things out of ice, he's got some talent.
He's got some talent. He's a fisherman too, and he probably somebody
very good fly fisherman. And he's a very good hunter, and he knows how to cook fish and wild game. He can do it all. Matter of fact, we serve duck here quite a bit, and all kinds of fish that he has flown in. So we're just super happy with Rick. He's just done a great job for us.
Well, and some folks may say, did he say fly in? Yeah, this is a place that you can fly in and be there in a matter of minutes. And you have people fly in, I know, for lunch from Kansas City, maybe St. Louis. You have people that's flying in for just to eat there, right?
All over, yeah. On Sundays, it's not uncommon to have 6 or 8 airplanes fly in just for Sunday brunch, and they'll have a relaxing brunch and hang around, look at our bird sanctuary, and maybe walk a nature trail, and then get in and fly out. They make about a half a day out of it usually.
Isn't that something? Where else can you do that?
That's what we do with cars. So they got planes. They do the same thing.
Yeah, they do planes. Well, we land our cars when
That's
we get
true.
over there.
We land
That's
our
right.
cars there.
Hey, Ron, thank you, buddy. Tell everybody hello, and we'll talk to you on our anniversary show in August, okay?
Y'all have a great holiday.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is a holiday, too. We don't want to forget that. It goes forever. This since the July 4th is on Tuesday, it's kind of made a long, extended holiday.
We've had fireworks all week in my neighborhood.
Oh, that's going to send your house.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, we have those all the time too. But happy birthday again to my wife. She is celebrated on was it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, I think it was Thursday.
June the 29th.
June the 29th. She celebrated. All right, let's give away that.
No, don't give away your wife.
No, not going to give away my wife. We're going to give away a $25 to Avery. We don't want anyone who's won this before. We want somebody new. 274-7979. Stuart's going to take your call. 274-7979. This is a $25 gift certificate to Avery, the Superstore down there on Cumberland Avenue. And I'm telling you what, that's you can go in there and spend $50 and you get half off with a $25 gift certificate. So 274-7979. I'm looking for a lights up. I know it's early. Come on, get up. 274-7979. We're going to give away that Avery gift card. And speaking of that, I'm really looking forward to this top brass. I thank you for that. That is a real nice prize. And
they're good people.
And you're probably waiting on that to.
Yes, they're probably waiting on it because I told a bunch of people. Yeah. Even put it on Facebook.
Well, they're not up at 6:25 on Saturday morning. But this is a $25 Avery gift card. I'm going to take it myself if no one wants it. So 274-7979.
They have an archery range there, too. They have archery equipment at Avery.
Yeah, they do. And you guys are going to be doing some archery out at Collierville, right? Are y'all
Monday afternoon. The Collierville's going to have a little celebration. And So
and you'll be out there?
Bill Cox was contacted.
So you're going to come too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to drag
Gene
Dean
Smith
along.
in person. I mean, he will be autographing things.
I said, I'm going to be down here doing the radio show. I'll just stay over and we'll take one of our little blow-up archery things out there.
So that's at Collierville.
Yeah.
I know Bartlett, I think theirs is Monday. Germantown is Tuesday. Fireworks is a big business. But you got to be safe.
Right.
And you don't want to shoot them off someplace where it's going to be.
Well, Shelby Farms is not having fireworks this year. They're having a laser show.
Laser show?
Yeah, because last time the buffaloes got excited and some of them got out.
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah, they busted through the fence.
Because of the fireworks?
Yeah, so they're going to have a super laser show.
Well, I think that'd be,
It takes a strong fence to keep the buffalo in.
Yeah. Well, I've driven by there, and there's people been standing right there next to them, taking pictures of them.
I was feeding them one time, and the ranger said, when you run out of apples, that buffalo doesn't know that.
That's right.
He's going to come
running into the fence.
Yeah. So I said, okay.
I was up with a group of people at LBL one time helping out with a nature thing, and we was over by the buffalo pen looking at him. And there was a cow on the other side of the fence, and this lady got down eye level, was looking at. I said, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
No.
All of a sudden, that cow charged the fence. Of course, the fence stretches a little bit.
Yeah.
And luckily, it wasn't a hard impact, but she butted that lady right on top of the head and knocked her back about 5 feet.
Man, and I think they've had a lot of babies out there.
Yes, they do.
I've noticed lately that there's about 5 or 6 new babies. Yeah. So if you mess with mama,
oh yeah,
they're prolific, and they're not the nice little rub their heads like.
The best buffalo story,
okay, we
that
tell
I ever
this?
heard.
Okay,
beside was helping with a shooting sports workshop at the NRA Whittington Center at Raton, New Mexico. So one night we was going to have a big dinner, and it was going to be buffalo. Well, one of the main guys from New Mexico was out there. The New Mexico Game and Fish contacted him, said, we got a buffalo for you. And so he thought was going to pick it up, thought it was already dressed. And then they pull up, and here's this young buffalo standing there, and they handed him a bow and arrow and said, go get him.
Oh, no.
Man.
He walked out there and shot it, with that bow. And then had to dress it.
Yeah, they're not like the deer dressing, I'm sure.
No. 100-pound deer.
No, but I know, speaking of Gaston's there, because they've added bison to their menu.
Yeah, bison's really good. I enjoy
it's
bison.
good. And so, anyway, we'll see like we have a winner, Mark
Feynman
is our Avery winner. All right, Mark. Good
new
for
name,
Mark.
yeah.
That's a new name. That's one he might have made up. I don't know like that and everything. 50th anniversary show of me. That's hard to believe. I just can't believe that. And
I remember the first time I met you downtown. I was going to buy some peanuts there on Main Street. I reached for my wallet and shook hands with you.
I want you to let that just kind of sink in as we fade out here. We come back and
I explain it.
Yeah, he will explain it as we come back. I understand it, but that's because I've known him for 50 years, just about. All right, take us out of here.
I think I'm going to reach for the salt shaker this time.
Yeah, take a little salt shaker, Jimmy Buffett. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790.
Hey there,